You're welcome, man. It's a pleasure. How's Worlds going to work with servers and stuff? We'll do a coin flip, and then the winner of the coin flip can pick what server we start on, and then from there you just switch back and forth. So if you start on EU, then after that you do NA for two matches, I should say. And then after that one, we'll do 2 on EU, then 2 on NA again. Big fan of classic bugboys. What are these guys talking about? Absolute nonsense going down in the chat right now. Right, let us do Utopia Coliseum Dusk. Hopefully these guys are a fan of this match like I am. Oh yeah, Left, you didn't actually. I'll have to check that out later. How's it looking though? Is it good? It's out at 12 PM EST. Oh, hype. Wait, is that PM as in midday? Because I never know. I always get confused with 12 PM and 12 AM. I always forget which one of those is in the morning and which one is during the day. But either way, I'm looking forward to that map, Left. Right, let's get into this one. It is going to be Speed versus Breezy. Winner will be in a qualification match for the EU Salt Mine. The loser will be eliminated. Now, most people, they voted for Speed before the match, or at least I think they did. I did a pretty confusing vote. I said type B if you think Speed will win, S if you think Breezy will win. Most people wrote B. So either they didn't mean what they wrote, or they thought that B meant Breezy and they voted for him. But it is going to be Speed off to a better start here. And that's a very Speed goal to be scoring just a good old-fashioned bang straight down the middle. I really don't know who to pick as a favorite for this one. It's a tough, really tough call. Breezy plays a kind of similar way to Bluey, and Bluey was able to beat Speed 3-2. But Speed is just really solid. He's just an extremely solid player. So it's going to be tough. If Breezy doesn't play consistently, I think Speed's going to take it. And unlike Bluey, who beat Speed in a Game 5, Breezy doesn't like Game 5s at all. He doesn't want to go there. He wants to beat Speed before Game 5. And I don't know if that's possible. Speed's just too solid. Sent you a DM, sorry, Mr. Message. Hey, no worries, man. We'll sort it out later tonight, I'm sure. Let's see if Breezy can get his first goal of the game pretty soon. That's an unbelievable flick. Oh my days, Breezy. No need for the rebound. It's gone straight in. Speed says, yep. There we go. That is the best goal he's scored in this entire tournament. Renegade Cup Elite Breezy popping off. Speed still ahead though. Doesn't matter how good your goal is, it only counts for one. I would have loved to see a rebound on that one though from Breezy. Proper freestyler-esque goal. Now what's he got planned here? Looks like an air dribble bump, but very low. Speed had, I think, just as much momentum as he did. Speed directly at Breezy. Catches him on the landing. Although the shot was unlikely to give Breezy too much trouble. It's a good recovery by Speed. That, though, is not a very good play. He's just completely missed the ball. Was he trying to catch this one with the very edge of his car as he came by? Looks like he was. It got that little ghost hit in the replay. I don't know if that's just the spectator client that saw that ghost hit, but either way, Speed wasn't close enough to that ball. He didn't want to be making like barely any contact on it. I think he just missed it. He should be back in front here. Speed with another very Speed goal to win a little race to a ball for a easy center and then follow it up. But very solid stuff from Speed all the same. Difficult to dispossess in that position. Lethammer can destroy more than half of good pro players from EU at present. What, in 1v1? Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get to see that if he qualifies for Worlds. We can maybe see some Lethammer versus EU action. Breezy's tied us up here. Let's see what Speed had planned. Looks like he was expecting Breezy to back off more than he did because he tried to catch that ball kind of instead of just getting behind it as much as possible. And after the match that we saw earlier today with Breezy versus Arju, I would definitely be worried about 50-50s if I were Speed, and I would be pretty worried about any time that Breezy takes the ball into the air because this guy is playing so well right now with his aerial offense. Ahead by 1. Like I said earlier, Speed has a lot of flash, a lot of flair, how he plays threes, but none of that really translates into 1v1. Whereas Breezy think he plays more of a quite a standard style in threes and starts popping off in 1v1. He's just using this as an opportunity to show off all the shots that he's been practicing in free play for most of the past year, I imagine. Breezy again, no fear to attack an aerial ball, but he needs to be careful. Speed is hiding behind many 50-50s, and it doesn't take long for him to look for that opening goal, or that open goal I should say, at the other end of the field. Fake jump fails for Breezy. He needs to be careful here, almost dies. Speed had a follow-up plan. That's really smart initially. He kind of messed up afterwards. Good read on that flick by Speed. But giving the ball away in the first place was certainly a misplay. Now, the thing I liked about Speed's demo attempt, it didn't work on the previous attack because Breezy was able to get away from it. He saw it coming. But the thing I'm impressed with for Speed and his side of the play was he did have a backup plan. Too many times in recent matches, not just EU Salt Mine Quals, but also NA Salt Mine, I've been critical of players going all in for those bumps and demos. I know Kronobi said it in a few of his games. Can't think of any other players who've done it off the top of my head, but they have been there. It's not just been Crow. But if you are going to, miss that demo or miss that bump, you better already be rotating back. You better already be moving in for a boost steal or collecting the ball or something, because you can't just steer hard into the opposition player and hope that the demo works 100% of the time. It's not going to happen. For all those, Speed controlled that ball for a heck of a long time before he was able to find that goal. Breezy, flip reset, already intact. Just going to pop it right next to Speed, but no less difficult to save. This is insane from Breezy. He's got every shot in the book, it would seem. Wave dash to pop the ball at the last second, and it kicks up and over Speed, who's waiting on the goal line with not much to say about it. 1:08 remaining, Speed still trailing by 1. Breezy doesn't play EU or RLCS, does he, guys? I don't think... Was he in EXO's team for qualifying? Or, trying to qualify? Who did Breezy play with? Somebody help me out here. Nice recovery by Breezy, speaking of. Yeah, super sick goals by Breezy so far. He's had already a great repertoire of goals this tournament. Very consistent with his flashiness, I'll say. That's good placement though by Speed. In off the post with a close range flick. And we are right back to a tie game. EXO Breezy Blarty. It was EXO, yeah. Imagine. That's a pretty crazy team. Just couldn't play well on the Open Quals day. I kind of hope that they change the qualifying system for RLRS, or Rival Series I should say. I think that the current system's outdated, to be honest. I reckon instead of doing one big qualifier, it would make more sense to do, like, well, I guess you're allowed to try twice, right? Well, no, there is just one big qualifier. You're allowed to try and qualify for top 128 twice, but then top 128 is the last qualifier. That's it. You either make it in through top 128 or you don't. And I think that's kind of unfair. It doesn't show consistency. Like, sometimes a team will sneak in because they play well that day, then they just get 0-7 or 0-10 or something. 0-9, I guess, in the league right now. A more consistent format that I would prefer for Rival Series is like maybe 4 or 5, even 6 different tournaments spread out over like a month and a half, where they're all just single elimination tournaments, but the teams who, and you have to be the same team for every single one of them, obviously. But yeah, the teams that can do the best between all of them, between all of the tournaments, would be the ones who go through. That's what I reckon would be the best system. I don't know if you guys agree with that. But yeah, the one goal at a top 128 is pretty savage. I don't know if it's I don't know if it makes sense in the context of RLCS, because RLCS has Rival Series below it, and then Rival Series is getting bigger. Like, they're trying to increase stability. It wouldn't be that hard, I don't think. There's way more involved with and time to run that. I would say not necessarily, because you don't have to make it an open qualifier. I know that calling it a World Championship makes it that you kind of want it to be an open qualifier, of course. Or you want there to be an open qualifier if you're calling RLCS the Rocket League World Championship. But Oh wait, Breezy played with Calyx and Blurry. Ixo, yeah. I was figuring you played with a different team. Who did you play with again, Ixo? I was thinking off the top of my head. I was like, yeah, you did play with Breezy, but you didn't play for the qualifier. Yeah, you're right. Breezy played with Calyx and Blurry. Thank you, Ixo. Yeah, like I was saying. Rival Series qualifier. You think it would take too much effort to run 4 tournaments, where you would take the average, you know, finishing spots of every single one, and then use that for who qualifies? I don't think it would be that hard at all, because Gfinity used to do that. No, not Gfinity. ESL used to do that for their monthly tournaments. Like ESL weekly tournaments used to all end in one big monthly. That's where people get the ESL monthly title from. You had to play in the ESL weekly tournaments and do well enough in all of them to get into top 8, which would then be the monthly thing. I think that would make a lot more sense. Now, ESL monthly isn't a good example of how to, you know, play out the actual final bracket very fairly, because there's only one of it. So yeah, I wouldn't be all into that, but I would love to see like at least 4 qualifiers, maybe one every week for a month, which by the way would be the exact same logistics as running 4 qualifiers up until top 128. It'd be the same thing pretty much. That's what they currently do. They run 4 qualifiers up to 128, then they run the top 128 on one day. So it's like 5 tournament days total. You can just do 4 tournaments all the way to the very end, or 5 tournaments all the way to the very end. But just make the limit of teams that can enter a bit lower. Don't make it unlimited. Stick a limit on it. So of course, some teams would get invited, like teams who are placing high in like weekly Rocket League tournaments and getting in the power rankings. They could just get straight invited. But every other team, if they want to sign up, they have to sign up fast. There's limited space. You know, that's how I would do it. That's how I would like fix the logistical problem. Just don't make it completely open. Make a limit. All right. Meanwhile, we are at a very interesting scoreline here. Look at that from Breezy. What a mind game. He didn't have the boost to get the finish, but he's faked the aerial anyway. He was hitting the bar there if he went for the ball. Speed assumed that the boost was there for Breezy and flew in front for a jump or a block on the ball. Actual 300 IQ by Breezy. And he's got his back corner boost as well. He's got a lot of space to work with on the right hand side of the field. Not the best takeoff. He's had to abort that mission pretty quick. And he's going to be scored on as well. So pretty big misplay by Breezy actually to give this ball away. He had full control and he's just popped it too far behind him to have any adequate follow-up. Speed still keeping himself in these games. Nice save there by Speed with the pre-jump. Kind of the pre-dodge, I guess. Don't want to call it a pre-flip. People will be triggered. They're like, his card didn't do a full rotation before hitting the ball. Not a pre-flip. And I know because I'm part of the pre-flip gang. You can check my Twitter. Wonder if anybody's actually got pre-flip gang in their Twitter name. They're like already committed for life. Just like at Speed pre-flip gang. Now Breezy would be the pre-flip gang player out of this too for sure. Instead of at Breezy _RL, you could just do at Breezy _pre-flip gang. I'm sure that's not taken. Surely it's not. Decent touch there by Breezy, but he's missed the boost as well. Now Speed has a chance to extend his lead. It's going to be a direct shot towards the top corner, and this is what Speed's been doing all day. He's putting pressure on Breezy. And seeing if Breezy chokes under that pressure, it hasn't always happened, and now Breezy's coming at the other end of the field again. But look at the difference. Every time that Breezy misses a shot, Speed has a very real chance to score on a counter-attack. This time he's missed that open net. It was a tricky one. You'll notice that Speed is not giving away possession quite as easily as Breezy is. Breezy, quite a lot already this series, has just watched the ball kind of be gifted to Speed. But if you look at Speed, he's at least applying pressure while these shots are coming in. So yes, Breezy got a save there, but then his back corner boost got taken. Speed moves into position to pressure the ball again. There's no easy counterattacks for Breezy. And Speed with a great recovery. He's mind game Breezy again successfully. That was not the 50-50 that Breezy wanted. Beautiful recovery by Speed. 2-goal game. Breezy said pre-series that he did not want to go to game 5 here. He's going to change his mind on that one very soon unless he can sort out game 2, because he's going to have to go to game 5 to get a win if this keeps going. Speed's looking solid. Don't forget, rather, this is, in my opinion, the harder side of the bracket. We could be seeing a series like Speed versus Azrael or Speed versus O'Khalid for the final spot on this side of the bracket in the EU Salt Mine. The other side, we're going to get somebody out of Jesse Rottweiler, Logic, and J-Walls moving on. Breezy really not able to disrupt Speed's plans too much here. Speed is controlling the ball beautifully as he moves around the field. None of these shots are really expected to go in for Speed. He's not shooting that ball at Breezy's net thinking he's going to get a goal out of it. He's just doing it to force Breezy into an awkward position so that then he can steal the boost. He's thinking one step ahead constantly here, maybe even more. That is what is causing so much time to be wasted. This is unreal. Speed has been in control for the longest time. Even that flick that he did allow Breezy to get, he was able to get a save on without too much difficulty. Speed takes the ball in the back corner again. This must be so frustrating for Breezy. Why don't we switch POV? Well, just watching what Speed's been doing for the past minute, because he's been controlling this wonderfully, and he does get the next goal as well to seal the game. And sometimes I like to just switch to one player's POV if we're in a dominant passage of play. You know, Leftimer's here earlier. He's somebody who does that as well. Just takes the ball and runs it around the field. Chicken as well in the Salt Mine NA has been doing that, just refusing to give up ball possession. Because if you're already in front and you have the ball, there's nothing your opponent can do. There's really no way for them to come back. They have to take risks, and you don't. Speed saying thanks, Cucks, for teaching me. Giving some credit to his current teammate from 3v3 for that play that we just saw. Very interesting stuff from Speed. He's dedicated so much time in that game to possession. And, you know, results would say that it worked pretty well. Yeah, it was Pondix and Arju who teamed with EXO, of course, in the qualifier. I should have called Arju. I knew that. I did know it, EXO. I just didn't want to say it in case I was wrong. What is a cuck? So exactly. Any more games today? We're not going to be doing any more Salt Mine games today, no. But we will do 2 replay reviews after this. Maybe, well, at least 1, maybe 2, depending on whether or not people are there. But we did a game earlier, so if you didn't catch Breezy versus Arju earlier today, well, spoiler alert, you probably already know who won based on what you're currently seeing. But it was a good series, and I streamed that one earlier. So you can catch that on my Twitch VOD, or just wait for my editor to upload it to his YouTube channel called Brian. Channel which you can find on the homepage of my own YouTube channel. That's a great shot by Speed. Perfect dodge timing. Not a high bounce there, but he really got a lot of height on the shot as well. Why did K-Dot drop out? I don't actually know for sure because he's not told me. But yeah, well, actually, the whole conversation with K-Dot pretty much went like, I asked him last Friday if he wanted to play his match against Arju, and he said, no, could we do it next week? I said, yeah, sure, we'll do it next week, which is this week now. So I wrote him again on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and well, today is Thursday, but yeah. I wrote him every day this week and asked, hey, when are you free? And he didn't reply. So I asked FairJame today, does he have any idea if K-Dop actually wants to play that game, and he said he didn't think so. So I had to just give K-Dop a forfeit. I imagine he was probably not wanting to play it, I guess. But yeah, he's mainly focusing on 3v3 and his own stream at the moment, so it's fair enough. I'm sorry to you guys who wanted to see him play, but there was really nothing more I could do to make that match happen. I can't, you know, delay matches for more than a week. I was already, you know, longer than I wanted to be delaying that one for. So I had to just hand in the F. Is it possible for both Astral and O'Khalid to qualify? Yes. The loser of Astral versus O'Khalid will, by the looks of things, have to go through Speed to qualify, because Speed is quickly disposing of Breezy here. He's been playing about as boring a game as he said he would, but it's been effective, and I'm impressed with what I'm seeing because it's different. Everybody right now in ones is trying to play that new style where you pop off, you score a whole bunch of crazy goals, and then maybe tilt your opponent while doing it. But Speed is just playing good old-fashioned, get behind the ball, get some solid flicks on target, and then control the possession, control the pressure. Good bump onto Breezy, who was clean through, and another great bump as well by Speed. Now he's the one with an open goal. Looking at him, can he find it? I think he has. Oh no, he's hit it too high. Just skied that one. Breezy's in control once again. Not a lot of boost though. I think Speed's going to know that based on the fact that Breezy went for a high flick there. Quick recoveries as always for Speed. Look at this. Just the knowledge of the position is there for this guy. Like the quick recovery whenever you jump up onto that sidewall can catch people off guard. Speed knows that. And while doing it, while setting up that recovery, he put the ball in a position Breezy couldn't actually reach. So it doesn't look like a lot, but that's something you can try and copy in your own games. Just a little pop into the sidewall to start a bounce dribble, or even in this case, give you an open net. And Breezy's going to be mad about that when he thought he had an open goal, but Speed's recoveries are just too good as he gets back once again. You know, Breezy, he said pre-series that he didn't want a Game 5, but really? Does he not want a Game 5 that much that he's just going to fall over 3-0? Seems so right now. It's actually getting better and better for Speed as we progress. Breezy can't get control of the ball. He just doesn't know how to dispossess Speed. Hey, Chronic, how's it going, man? Speed's card designs, you like it? I'm a big fan of the blue matching the boost color. You know, the sky blue octane. Very fancy. Look how easy it is for Speed to dispossess Breezy compared to the other way around. He just walks in and takes the ball, and again, just steps in, takes the ball, and now it's his. And Breezy does not know how to do that to Speed, unfortunately for him. He's having to work so much harder. Even if he does get in position, he's having to win 50-50s to do it. He does well here, though. This is a bit of a slow turn by Speed. I'm surprised to see him not rushing back to goal a bit quicker there after going to the outside of the ball without jumping on a 50. What boost is Speed using? It just looks like standard blue, if you ask me. So you don't get a standard sky blue, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, great shot by Breezy. Speed anticipated the far post placement. He still couldn't get there. It's great timing by Breezy. He didn't want to rush himself here. Just picked his spot perfectly. Oh wait, you can get sky blue standards? Ah, okay. Did not know that. I thought you could only get a regular blue standard. Thanks, guys. Was not aware. How long has that been in the game? Is that new? Maybe it's not new. Maybe I'm just out of touch. Did Breezy jump here? He did, but it was more of a fake jump or kind of a half commitment of a jump than anything else. This looks like Speed is going to try and win this game exactly how he won the last one without taking any risks. Mind game by Breezy. He's landed well, and he's tied things up. Got past Speed. A very cheeky play. Look at that. He faked a shot as he jumped off the wall. And Speed anticipated it. Flew way into the corner. Literally a boomer. Hey, I'm not a boomer. I don't know what's in between a boomer and a zoomer. That would be me. Like, I can't be a zoomer because I've never played Fortnite. All zoomers have played Fortnite. Or Minecraft, like when it became a meme. Nah, obviously millennial, but we need a word that rhymes with oomer. A bazoomer. A groomer. That doesn't really make any sense in this context. Maybe a doomer, because we're doomed to fail. And my generation is just doomed to fail. We're all broke because we can't get jobs. I was so desperate I couldn't get a job, I became a Twitch streamer. I think doomer, we're doomed. A doomer is a different term. What is a doomer? Is this a different... Are doomers older than boomers? I thought boomers were the oldest. Right? It's basically what you described, but are they not? Can that not be the generation between? A poomer. What is that? These people are super pessimistic. Okay. Well, I mean that would make sense in this context. I guess I'm in the doomer generation then. I'm too young to be a boomer, too old to be a zoomer. Oh, what a shot by Breezy. He's ahead by 1 with 23 seconds left. And Speed has just got punished for the lack of respect. He didn't know that Breezy had an angle there that he was ready to shoot with. expected Breezy to be faking the shot. Now, we might be headed towards a game 5, certainly a game 4. Breezy has an open net for the 2-goal lead. Speed saved it. Keeps his game alive, but needs one more. Demo might be there for Speed. Let's see what he can do. Breezy's trying to get as many touches as possible. Oh, Speed's missed his touch. He was trying to get a goal by popping it off the sidewall like he did earlier. But it didn't make contact, and just like that, Breezy back in the series. It's 2-1. Every alternate generation gets a daft rhyming name. Yeah, exactly. I get a precursor of Boomer is the greatest generation. The greatest generation. Why did they call themselves the greatest generation? What generation was that? The generation who started 2 wars. Read Rob M's comment. Oh, it's gone. Could you write it again, Rob? Sorry, I missed it. I could tab. I can't, or rather, I can't tab out to scroll up because I will freeze the screen if I do. If you don't want to copy paste it, no worries. It's all good for me. Rob's comments are usually really sad, so it's probably depressing. I don't know. Alright, Speed might go for a mind game here. Yes, he does! Oh, I just knew it! I knew Speed was cheeky enough to pull a mind game on the respawning Breezy. Oh, Breezy's always going to pre-jump that one. He's just so predictable, unfortunately, for himself. I don't know. I called it before it happened. I knew exactly what was going to happen there because, I mean, even if I'm in Breezy's shoes, I'm probably going to pre-jump and try and get a crazy save anyway. I think everybody pre-jumps there. They just accept the fact that they could be mind games, but of course Speed would mind game in that position on a respawning player when he could have probably just scored anyway. Even more powerful mind game, and your opponent knows that you've just, you know, given away a completely free shot to set it up. That's a good first touch by Speed. Breezy's in a rough spot here, but he does well. He landed outside the goal. That's going to allow him to keep up ball pressure. If he'd fallen into his own goal there, this would not be happening, but now Breezy's got a bit of boost to his name. However, he's given a lot of space to Speed, and I think Speed might still be scoring here. Let's see what the recovery's like. No, he's going to go back for his own boost in the corner. Wants to play it safe. I don't think he was entirely sure how good Breezy's recovery was going to be. You're adorably excited by that mind game. Oh, me? Or you? I mean, I thought it was a really good mind game. I love when somebody goes for a mind game when it's not at all necessary. Like when you could just score, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna take my time here just to mind game somebody as they respawn. Just me? Maybe it's because I've done this. Have you done this? Type 1 in chat if you've done this to somebody. If you've demoed them, had the open net, faked a shot for no reason other than to watch them miss the ball again, and then you score. I think I remember seeing an old Pashy clip where he did that twice. He had an open net and he faked the guy on it, and then he had an open net again and he faked the guy on it again. Got 2 mind games for no reason other than to get mind games. Intentionally. Jesse failed that once. Wait, did he actually? Did Jesse try to do that and he missed? That was a very Jesse thing to do. It's brilliant. Jesse's the max. Nobody creates more like content per minute for Rocket League than Jesse does when he's streaming. Like there is such an incredible rate of content per hour. And Speed really committing hard for a demo there, which he didn't get. He might still look for one. No, I'm just gonna read that back wall bounce and set up clear. Everybody did type 1 if you're a liar. I think a lot of people have done that play. It's not that high level. He bangs it into the post. Oh no, for goodness sake, Letty. Didn't you say you had a Jesse clip for me to watch earlier? Maybe we should watch that now. As Breezy misses on his air dribble bump. Speed knew the ball was hitting the bar. He could see Breezy had gone too high with it. And then he gets it. Race to the ball on the follow-up as well. I think I've seen the Wapake Jesse clip where he hits the post. I don't know if there's multiple. I wouldn't be surprised if there's several clips where he's done that. Yeah, meanwhile, Speed is going to put Breezy out of his misery by the looks of things. No game 5 for Breezy at this current rate because he's taken too many unsuccessful risks this game. Speed all series long has been so consistent. He's never giving the ball away uncontested, never giving the ball away without putting some pressure on it. And whenever Breezy gets control, Speed can so easily, it would seem, you know, apply sufficient ball pressure to make him panic, to make him misplay. But if you watch Speed versus Chicago from, what do you call it, Rocket League Summit, you'd see a very similar sort of style. Like, it didn't look like Speed was outplaying Chicago, but he scored 5 open nets and Chicago didn't score any. So at some point during these, you know, little exchanges in the midfield, Speed is taking advantages over his opponents. Like right there, he just barely gets a win to a boost. There's a lot of movement that makes it possible for Speed to do this. You know, little fake challenges here and there, hiding himself behind the ball, putting in challenges occasionally to keep his opponent guessing. If he didn't do all these things, then he wouldn't be able to force this many misplays out of Breezy. Looks like Breezy's got 1 goal. His first of the game. It's a good one. And he's still got a small chance here. 5-1. Has Azrael vs Khaled happened yet? No, it hasn't. Speed is just annoying. Speed is a super annoying one-player to play against, by the looks of things. Like, he gets so many kills, he gets so many saves, and he just doesn't give you the ball. You want to play once? You're you know, more chance of getting to touch the ball in 3v3 than in a 1v1 against Speed. He just doesn't stop dribbling it. He's just constantly dribbling it around his own half. He's like the guy in FIFA who would go up 1-0 and then just pass the ball around his defense for the rest of the game. It would be like to the goalkeeper, to the back left, to the left back, to the centre back, to the right back, just that guy. He's 1-0 up, and that's the GG's. Breezy's seen enough. He knows that this one is probably over. Speed advances to the very final match in the lower bracket on his side. He's going to be playing against the loser. Sorry, I'm freezing the screen here to show you the bracket. He's going to be playing against the loser of Azrael and O'Khaled. Very, very interesting matchup. I would be surprised if Azrael and O'Khaled wanted this one. Oh, I've done the wrong color here. I think if Azrael and O'Khaled were watching the styles of Speed and Breezy, they'd probably rather play against Breezy. So this is going to be interesting because, yeah, Speed's just got that annoying style to play against, so unique and just unusual to see in the current metagame. But yeah, out of those two, who do you think it would be a better matchup for him, Azrael or O'Khaled against Speed? Who do you think would be the better one? Or the one he's more likely to take down in that series? Bear in mind, Azrael and O'Khaled haven't even lost a game yet. It's going to be tough. O'Khaled, Azrael. O'Khaled is unbeatable. Did Speed play against Ahmad before? I feel like he might have done. I'm opening up my YouTube here to check. Ahmad versus Speed. Did that happen? Maybe it was when I don't remember what his name used to be. I don't think he did play against Ahmad. Oh, I get Precursor or Boomer is the greatest generation. The greatest generation. Why did they call themselves the greatest generation? What generation was that? The generation who started 2 wars. Read Rob M's comment. Oh, it's gone. Could you write it again, Rob? Sorry, I missed it. I can't tab out to scroll up because I will freeze the screen if I do. If you don't want to copy paste it, no worries. It's all good for me. Rob's comments are usually really sad, so it's probably depressing. I don't know. Alright, Speed. Might go for a mind game here. Yes, he does! Oh, I just knew it! I knew Speed was cheeky enough to pull a mind game on the respawning Breezy. Oh, Breezy's always going to pre-jump that one. He's just so predictable, unfortunately, for himself. I don't know. I called it before it happened. I knew exactly what was going to happen there because, I mean, even if I'm in Breezy's shoes, I'm probably going to pre-jump and try and get a crazy save anyway. I think everybody pre-jumps there. They just accept the fact that they could be mind games, but of course Speed would mind game in that position on a respawning player when he could have probably just scored anyway. Even more powerful mind game, and your opponent knows that you've just, you know, given away a completely free shot to set it up. That's a good first touch by Speed. Breezy's in a rough spot here, but he does well. He landed outside the goal. That's going to allow him to keep up ball pressure. If he'd fallen into his own goal there, this would not be happening. But now Breezy's got a bit of boost to his name. However, he's given a lot of space to Speed. And I think Speed might still be scoring here. Let's see what the recovery's like. No, he's going to go back for his own boost in the corner. Wants to play it safe. I don't think he was entirely sure how good Breezy's recovery was going to be. You're adorably excited by that mind game. Oh, me? Or you? I mean, I thought it was a really good mind game. I love when somebody goes for a mind game when it's not at all necessary. Like when you could just score, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna take my time here just to mind game somebody as they respawn. Just me? Maybe it's because I've done this. Have you done this? Type 1 in chat if you've done this to somebody. If you've demoed them, had the open net, faked a shot for no reason other than to watch them miss the ball again, and then you score. I think I remember seeing an old Pashy clip where he did that twice. He had an open net and he faked the guy on it, and then he had an open net again and he faked the guy on it again. Got 2 mind games for no reason other than to get mind games. Intentionally. Jesse failed that one, so did he actually? Did Jesse try to do that and he missed? That was a very Jesse thing to do. It's brilliant. Jesse's the max. Nobody creates more like content per minute for Rocket League than Jesse does when he's streaming. Like there is such an incredible rate of content per hour. Speed really committing hard for a demo there, which he didn't get. He might still look for one. No, I'm just gonna read that back wall bounce and set up clear. Everybody did type 1 if you're a liar. I think a lot of people have done that play. It's not that high level. He bangs it into the post. Oh no, for goodness sake, Letty. Didn't you say you had a Jesse clip for me to watch earlier? Maybe we should watch that now. As Breezy misses on his air dribble bump. Speed knew the ball was hitting the bar. He could see Breezy had gone too high with it. And then he gets a race to the ball on the follow-up as well. I think I've seen the Wapake Jesse clip where he hits a post. I don't know if there's multiple. I wouldn't be surprised if there's several clips where he's done that. Yeah, meanwhile, Speed is going to put Breezy out of his misery by the looks of things. No game 5 for Breezy at this current rate because he's taken too many unsuccessful risks this game. Speed all series long has been so consistent. He's never giving the ball away uncontested, never giving the ball away without putting some pressure on it. And whenever Breezy gets control, Speed can so easily, it would seem, apply sufficient ball pressure to make him panic, to make him misplay. But if you watch Speed versus Chicago from, what do you call it, Rocket League Summit, you'd see a very similar sort of style. Like, it didn't look like Speed was out playing Chicago, but he scored 5 open nets and Chicago didn't score any. So at some point during these, little exchanges in the midfield, Speed is taking advantages over his opponents. Like right there, he just barely gets a win to a boost. And there's a lot of movement that makes it possible for Speed to do this. Little fake challenges here and there, hiding himself behind the ball, putting in challenges occasionally to keep his opponent guessing. If he didn't do all these things, then he wouldn't be able to force this many misplays out of Breezy. Looks like Breezy's got 1 goal. His first of the game. It's a good one. And he's still got a small chance here. 5-1. Has Reverse Ocala happened yet? No, it hasn't. Speed is just annoying. Speed is a super annoying player to play against by the looks of things. Like, he gets so many kills, he gets so many saves, and he just doesn't give you the ball. You want to play once? You're more chance of getting to touch the ball in 3v3 than in a 1v1 against Speed. He just doesn't stop dribbling it. He's just constantly dribbling it around his own half. He's like the guy in FIFA who would go up 1-0 and then just pass the ball around his defense for the rest of the game. It would be like to the goalkeeper, to the back left, to the left back, to the centre back, to the right back, just that guy. He's 1-0 up, and that's the GG's. Breezy's seen enough. He knows that this one is probably over. Speed advances to the very final match in the lower bracket on his side. He's going to be playing against the loser. Sorry, I'm freezing the screen here to show you the bracket. He's going to be playing against the loser of Azrael and O'Khalid. Very, very interesting matchup. I would be surprised if Azrael and O'Khalid wanted this one. Oh, I've done the wrong color here. I think if Azrael and O'Khalid were watching the styles of Speed and Breezy, they'd probably rather play against Breezy. So this is going to be interesting because, yeah, Speed's just got that annoying style to play against, so unique and just unusual to see in the current metagame. But yeah, out of those two, who do you think it would be a better matchup for him, Azrael or O'Khalid against Speed? Who do you think would be the better one? Or the one he's more likely to take down in that series? Bear in mind, Azrael and O'Khalid haven't even lost a game yet.